If y'all know me, then you know I love me a good single prize deck. And if you really know me, then you know that I really love a good single prize deck that can also be a stall deck. So when I laid my eyes on this gorgeous Okidogi list, I couldn't help but fall madly head over heels in love with it. What is up? Welcome back to the Totodile gang, the friendliest gang in all of Pokemon, or if you're new around here, welcome. And today we're talking about Okidogi, which was recently made so much better with the addition of Prism Energy, and the list that we're talking about today is, I think, easily my favorite Okidogi list that I have ever played with. We're running Munkidori, we're running Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. It's a fun list. Let's break it down. Real quick, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much, and you get to claim that you're a part of the Totodile gang. And if you want to really help out the channel, check out the channel membership. You can become a channel member for as little as $2 a month. You'll get videos early and extra perks in chat for streams, so check it out. I would appreciate it so much. Y'all are the best. Anyways, on to the video. First off, I would like to shout out Cornrad for this list. He's an online player who's been playing Okidogi for quite some time, and I really think he has cracked something with this list. It is truly incredible, so shout out to them. Now, if you didn't know, Okidogi is a single prize, 130 HP basic fighting type Pokemon, and its ability is pretty important. If this Pokemon has any dark type energy attached to it, not only does it gain 100 HP for damage, but it also gains 100 HP for health, making this now a 230 HP basic Pokemon that can hit for 170 damage for 2 energies. And you might be saying, oh, but how does it hit for 170 if it needs 2 fighting? Well, the funny thing about cards like Luminous Energy, or now the much better, much more improved for our instance, Prism Energy, is these energies count for anything. Which means that that energy can simultaneously count as a dark energy and a fighting energy to fulfill the requirement for the attack and the requirement for the ability. So you can have 2 Prism energies now, which is so nice. You couldn't do that with Luminous. You can have 2 Prism energies or 1 Prism and 1 fighting, and you will be able to use Good Punch for 170 damage, with your Okidogi being 230 damage, or 280 if you have a Bravery Charm on it. And he's still a single prizer, which is so nice. You don't have to have a luxurious cape. You don't have to make this guy a 2 prizer. Or, if you have the Legacy Energy in hand, you can make this guy a 0 prize Pokemon. And that Legacy Energy does the same as the Prism. You could have a Legacy and a Prism Energy on your Okidogi, and you will hit with Good Punch for 170, and that Okidogi will be worth 0 prize cards if it gets knocked out by damage with the Legacy Energy attached. And because these guys are such a tank, you know your opponent's not going to be able to one-hit KO them all of the time, and they're going to have to do a little bit of chip damage, and that's where our 3 Munkidoris come in so clutch, being able to move that damage off of our Okidogi and increase their damage output. If you have 2 Munkidoris down with a Prism Energy or Dark Energy attached to them, and an Okidogi that's already been hit into, you could potentially up that Okidogi's output to 230 damage, which is significantly better in a world that has tons of low 200 HP 2 prize Pokemon. While fighting type weakness might not be as overpowered as it once was in the meta, there are still a lot of very important cards that are weak to fighting, like Fezandipiti, Iron Hands, Blood Moon Ursaluna, Terapagos. There's still a lot of options that we can take huge KOs on. Now, unless we get lucky, which is a Crispin and a Prism Energy or a Legacy Energy in hand to start, we are typically going to need 2 turns to get our Okidogi fully powered up. So I do generally think this deck wants to go first. Hope that you get a Fighting Energy or a Prism Energy or a Legacy Energy in your first hand, and you can attach it to your Okidogi and get it ready to start attacking on that second turn. If you do go second, though, again, there is a way you can attack. You will just have to start with an Okidogi, a Crispin, and a Legacy Energy or a Prism Energy, and then you're good. You're able to hit for 170 on that first turn, which is really, really nice. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we have Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon as a bit of a stall option if we are up against a deck that has tons of attackers with abilities, like Gholdengo, like Grimmsnarl. There are a lot of applications where Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon comes in so clutch. This deck is really pretty simple. I think if you were trying to take this to a cup or a challenge, I would fully recommend it. I think depending on how the meta is, I could see this being a fun rogue call to a special event or a regional, but I wouldn't count on it winning. You might have a chance, but man, it's tough to get this thing up and going consistently enough to count on it as a competitive deck. Okay, so as you can see, we don't have a ton of information for Okidogi for the matchups. We only have 115 wins, 102 losses of information here. But, as you can see, we do very well into all of the other single prize decks. It gets up and going so fast that you can beat the Wug Trios. You can beat Archie quite easily, especially with the use of Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. You're beating the other single prize decks. You're beating stuff like Grimmsnarl Frostlass quite consistently. You're beating stuff like Ethan's Typhlosion, stuff like Crustle, Miraidon, Joltik Box. Those are all taken care of quite nicely with Okidogi. As far as some more matchups, we're looking at the Raging Bolts, the Gholdengos, Dragapult. I think if you do play Cornerstone Mask with your Okidogi, the winning chances for Gholdengo goes way up. Just way up. Like, it makes it so much better. We're not doing great into Dragapult. We're not doing great into Gardevoir. In fact, we're doing really, really bad into basic Gardevoir. So that is one of our... we're also weak to Psychic. So yeah, we're screwed against basic Gardevoir. But... and Gardevoir Jellicent. But we have a decent matchup into like some really big decks right now. Grimmsnarl, Ethan's Typhlosion, Crustle, Miraidon. Those are all good enough to make it maybe worth it to play this deck competitively. But yeah, as you can see, it's a little inconsistent. We're losing more often than we win against stuff like Dragapult, Dragapult Dusknoir, Dragapult Charizard. But I do think if you play Cornerstone Mask, some of these matchups get significantly better. Alright, let's take a look at the deck list that we are going to be playing today, and then we will get into some gameplay. So, as you can see, we do run Budew for a little early game disruption. As I said, we're usually not going to be attacking with Okidogi on the first turn, so you want something to do, and Budew is perfect. If we can't attack, let's slow down our opponent a little bit more. We have Shaymin here to protect us even more from decks like Grimmsnarl in particular. Slow that down quite a bit. Iron Bundle, I've found, comes in so clutch with this deck, because there are going to be many, many times where your opponent has their bench stacked with pretty valuable Pokemon, and they'll give you a single prizer or some trash Pokemon that they want you to knock out. Iron Bundle off of Artazon, and then boom, they have to choose a Pokemon that they care about a little bit more to get knocked out. We do have Mew, little free retreat option, and he's pretty much our only pull lever if anything goes wrong. If we have no cards in hand, we got Mew. At least we can restart, maybe. And you can use genome hacking with it if the situation is right, but I'm not sure if there's any situation where you're really using it for genome hacking. I'd be surprised. And then, as I talked about, we do run 3 Munkidoris. It is our second most important card in this deck. 4 Okidogis, that just makes sense. The one Cornerstone Mask has been so clutch to make so many matchups a lot better. Fezandipiti is important, and then Tatsugiri is actually really, really nice to serve as kind of our Pokemon version of a Pokegear, to potentially grab us a Colress' Tenacity or Crispin or something important that we need. Couple other interesting highlights are going to be the Colress' Tenacity. That'll allow us to go get an Artazon, go get a Town Store, so that is essentially both a Nest Ball and an energy search, as long as that Nest Ball isn't for a Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon or a Mew or a Fezandipiti, because Artazon only gets us non-rule box Pokemon. But Colress for an Artazon, Colress for a Town Store, plus Legacy Energy, plus Prism Energy, or whatever we need at the time. Colress is so clutch in this deck. And I really like the tool count here. We got 2 Bravery Charms to make those Okidogis up to 280, or bump our Cornerstone mask up to 260, make it a little bit harder for that to get knocked out. And the EXP shares are awesome. I absolutely love this inclusion in this deck. Because we only need 2 energies. If you have 1 Okidogi powered up with a Prism and a Fighting Energy, you got 1 Okidogi on the bench with a Prism and an EXP share, and then once that main one gets knocked out, the Fighting Energy can go to the other one, and then you're still hitting, and you can attach to a Munkidori, and you can attach to a Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon to set it up. All of this type of stuff. So I really, really like the EXP share in this deck. And as I mentioned before, the Prism Energy Edition is so huge because we used to have to use Luminous Energies, and while those are fine, if multiple special energies are attached, the Luminous Energy all of a sudden becomes nothing. So if you had a Luminous Energy plus a Legacy Energy, that Luminous Energy all of a sudden becomes colorless. Doesn't mean anything. So Prism is so big because we're an all basic deck. We don't have any evolutions. So Prism Energy is literally any energy we need for all of our Pokemon. So the addition of Prism Energy has truly made Okidogi just much more consistent. Much more consistent. And that's the list. Once again, I just want to shout out Cornrad. He took this to the Destined Ditto tournament, went 11-3. Finished, let's see, finished second. Finished second overall out of 200 plus people. Jesus, 270 people. And this Okidogi list finished second. So shout out to Cornrad. This is an awesome list. You have crafted extremely well. And let's get into some gameplay. Alright, let's get going with some Okidogi gameplay. I think we do want to go first. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. We're going to figure it out as we go. In my training so far, I think I've gone first. Okay. Not a fantastic start. Maybe. Depends on the matchup, I guess. Okay. That's all we got. At least we have Crispin and Colress. But we kind of just have to hope we're up against some sort of ability deck. Okay. I mean, yeah. That's an ability deck. So if they poison us, we can Crispin, a Dark Energy onto Munkidori, a Fighting Energy onto Cornerstone here. And then just start moving damage off, right? We're going to hit for 140. So we can hit for 280 in 2 goes. Ah, shoot. Freaking Petra. Oh. It's annoying. Attach a Steel 2 Petra. Alright. So now we just gotta hope and pray they don't find a Nest Ball. Or a Latias. Shit. Hey, cool. They forgot to poison before they retreated. So at least that's something. So we probably just do 3 off of this guy onto Petront for now. Oof, okay. And then we'll be able to knock him out within 2 turns. Nest Ball. Yeah. Okay. Crispin. We at least now have an Okidogi out, which is nice. Okay. I mean, we gotta start moving damage off. Like now. Okay. Guess we could retreat if we wanted to. In fact, that might be the move here. Let them have an Okidogi. Just so that at least a full turn of their poison won't really matter. And I still have enough damage to move off to take out this Petra next turn. So, let's see what all they have here. Single energy in the discard pile. Another Petron. Alright, fuck off then. Okay. Annoying. That's annoying. But whatever, it's fine. Alright. So yeah, we'll just knock out this guy with, we'll take it off the Okidogi. Take a prize card here. Maybe it's a Crispin, you never know. Come on. Okay. I mean, it's not the worst thing we could do. We could just set up an army of Munkidoris. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. Well, Arven for... Oh, dang it. I thought we had a earthen vessel. Shit. That was a mistake. Should have gone with Colress there. We could go get Iron Bundle though. Maybe. Do we have it? Did we prize it? We prized it. Okay. Shoot. Well, that's a bummer. Let's go Bravery there. And yeah, we'll call that good. Dang it, that was stupid. So now this Okidogi is getting knocked out, but that's alright. Do we push Munkidori? So we can deal 60. That might be the move. Because we are able to kind of just like chill with Cornerstone here, and they're not going to be able to knock it out with Arch. If we can just take out their active threats, I think that's the best move. Even if it means that we're going to get our stuff up and going a little bit slower. Yeah. We'll just hold on to the Town Store. I don't think we really need it right now. Experience share there. Adrenaline Brain 30 onto him, and then we will knock him out. With Mind Bend. Get Mind Bended. So what I like about this list is like, if you're in this type of matchup where you can just play a Cornerstone, you just play Cornerstone Munkidori, and you can use kind of Okidogis as distraction methods more than anything. But now that we have Prism, you can toss Prism and whatever else you need onto Cornerstone, and you are chilling. Dang, they gave up a counter catcher. Okay. They're kind of struggling here. You don't see a lot of Archaludon these days, because I just don't think it's that good of a deck, you know? Am I crazy for saying that? I feel like it's not that good right now. What's its ranking on Limitless? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I opened up Microsoft Shop for some reason. That's not what I meant to do. Limitless. Decks. Online. Archie. Oh, wow. Yeah. It has fallen to 34th. That's crazy. Wow. Huh. 34th. It was so good like just a few months ago. Wild. Wild, wild stuff. Alright, what you got? Are you gonna Raging Hammer me? Because that'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty funny. Toxic Powder. And then Raging Hammer will knock out. There you go. Oh, and that will probably negate my EXP share too, so good on ya, good on ya. Yep. Okay. Huh. Let's hide behind our Munkidori for a second. Sure. Do that. Man, I really don't want... Well, I guess we can just do this. We don't have any damage on our board. So we'll just do that. XP share. Knock the jungle. Do them a little favor. Grab our Bravery Charm, because why not? Then do we just pass here? I guess we could just Arven for the fun of it. We'll go maybe with a Nest Ball. What would we get? Fez doesn't do anything for us here. We don't need bench protection. Tatsugiri might be fun. I might be down to get Tatsugiri. But we'll wait on that. Okay. Let's see what they got here. I know I was talking shit on Archie, but I'm still pretty confident we're going to win this. I just don't see a real feasible way they can get through my Cornerstone once I set it up, so I'm just going to wait and get that baby set up. Next turn, we can Night Stretcher back for Okidogi or Munkidori, Bravery Charm it, or Nest Ball for a monkey or a thing. Okay. So he's hitting for a decent amount of damage with Raging Hammer right now. But that's alright. I don't think we have any more tools. Yep. So he did knock me out with damage. Let's go grab Fez. We will get a monkey. We play plenty of Munkidoris. Let's get an energy back. Bravery Charm him. And then we're just gonna research. Okay. Finally got a Crispin. That's what we wanted. I like that. So we're pretty much just gonna give them this knockout. And then we'll just come in and sweep with Cornerstone Mask. And then there shouldn't be too much they can do from there, but we'll see. Probably Crispin one onto Fezandipiti too, just in case I need to. So we're just going to wait for them to Raging Hammer. Beautiful. Alright. So now we're going to knock him out, and then we're going to knock him out, and then we're going to do whatever else we need to do. Okay. We'll go ahead and Nest Ball. Go grab us a Munkidori. Just in case, you know. How many energies do we have left, I guess, is a good question that we need to answer real quick. Okay, we got one of each. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that'll work for what we need here. That will work. Do that. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. We got 17 cards left in deck. We can flip that script. Why not? Alright. That is not half bad. I wonder if they have more binding Mokies. I feel like I'd rather give them an Artazon than give them a Town Store right now. Alright. We'll take out Duraludon and let's see what they got. What can they do here to counter us? How many bosses do they have, I guess? Maybe I shouldn't have put down Fez. Hey! Never mind, we're good. We can throw Legacy Energy on Fez. So if they knock it out, then it won't it won't be 2 prizes. I think that's the move. So they get through my... I don't know if they can get through my Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. That's the big thing. Not sure if they can. This does 10 more for each damage counter. Yeah. What can they get off Artazon here? Now that we finally powered up a Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. Took us long enough. I was taking the slow route because I wasn't too worried about the matchup, but now that we're getting down to it, I'm like, shoot, maybe I should have hurried up a little bit more. Alright. What you got, Archie? Flipping the script. They only have 10 cards left. Night Stretcher for single prize Petch? It's my guess. Yep, there it is. I mean, they can only do 60 damage at a time, and I'm moving 30 of that off, so I'm not sure. I guess that maybe they can go get their other stadium. Dang, I should have held on to that Artazon. I think that's my last stadium. Ah, shoot. Alright, Perilous Jungle is a little annoying. But they're only going to be able to get one real swing in with Petron here. Do they have another Night Stretcher? Do they get that off of? Yes. Alright, they have another Night Stretcher. So you're going to be able to do it twice. And then potentially a Raging Hammer. Okay. So my plan is we're going to move damage off onto Brute Bonnet and set that up to be boss KO'd at some point. Alright. 80 damage onto him. We're going to go Legacy onto Fez. Move 30. Oh wait, we can just do this. Move 30 there. And then next turn we can just boss KO that. And be good with it. I don't think we have any stadiums left, but let's check. Oh, we do! Sweet. That's awesome, actually. That's really nice. Okay. Well, that helps us out a little bit as well. And then we have boss KO for next turn. So, let's see what they can do here. There's my bundle. I was looking for that earlier to try to get the Petron out of the active for a turn, and they conceded. Yeah. Alright. Well, that was... I got a little nervous there. I thought I might have blown it, but we're good. Took it down. Let's move on to game 2. Well, okie dokie then. I'm sorry, that was a really bad joke, and I don't blame you if you unsubscribe after that. I sincerely apologize. Okie dokie. Ooh, okay. An Iron Hands deck that wants to go first. Is it Armarouge? Is it the Miraidon with the electric? It is Armarouge. Ho-Oh Armarouge. Alrighty then. Fair enough. Fair enough. We got a Prism Energy. Trying to think of how many of their attackers have abilities. I guess it depends. Depends pretty heavily on which Ho-Oh Armarouge deck they're running. Because this could be a good contender to bring out to try to wrangle up Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon at some point. I don't know. So got rid of a Research and an Iono and another Iono. Okay. So they should be running pretty low on hand disruption. Got their free retreat. Are they gonna get a Shark down. Charcadet here is big. No Shark would be huge for us. Push and Squawk. No Shark! And then we're going to item lock them next turn. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. How many tools do they use? Forget. We're definitely not putting Artazon down. I'm just getting it in my hand, I guess. Prized our legacy energy again. That's 2 games in a row. That's crazy. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't really want a Town Store either, to be honest with you. Ichipon. Get Ichipon. Bitch. Get bitchy pollen. Anyways. Oh, dang it, they got a Charcadet. Did they top deck that shit? That's wild. It's fucked up. You know, no, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Okay, and we got a Crispin. But now well, no, we have a Nest Ball. We're good. We're good. They have Terapagos. Okay, so I think just Okidogi is going to be our move here, because Iron Hands and Terapagos can both hit into Cornerstone Mask, and that's enough attackers that it's like, it's probably not worth dealing with it. Because the thing about Cornerstone is you're really not getting that much damage out of it. You're swinging for just a little bit, not much. So we're gonna hit for 170 minus the 30, so it's gonna only be 140 here. So we're gonna have to clean it up with a Munkidori potentially next turn, or we could Iron Bundle, but they have enough people who aren't getting knocked out that I think I'd rather either get him down, voice crack, get him down, or get another Okidogi down. We have another Crispin, so let's just go ahead and grab a Munkidori for now. Crispin, get those boys. Dark energy on the monkey. Fighting energy on the Okidogi. And now we are dealing 140, unfortunately. But that's putting him within Munkidori range eventually. I mean, yeah, it's just 10 damage. So we just need them to hit into us, and then we're good. Now they can knock us out with Unified Beatdown if they have Area 0 down and a full bench. They have the ability to, but it would be tough for them. And if they put him up, he's weak to fighting. Oh, maybe I should have Nest Balled for the Okidogi. I don't know. Because we had to get 2 energies anyways, so I don't know. Doesn't really matter at this point. We might Iono next turn. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens this turn. I guess that will determine. My Pokemon boys are texting me. He said, we need to talk about your grading skills, because how the hell? He said, how the hell do you tell me this card is going to be a 10? What did it get? I'm blaming it all on PSA. I don't give a shit. Oh, shoot. They're going to be able to heal 50 damage. I forgot about that. Well, I've had a pretty good record up until this point. Shoot. Alright, that's annoying. It's annoying. It's frustrating. See, he's resistant to fighting. Okay. Let's just boss up. Do we boss up Armorers, or do we take a 2-prizer here? Let's take a 2-prizer here. Which one? Let's do him, so that maybe we can set up Cornerstone a little easier. Move damage back onto him. We know it's going to get healed off, but whatever. At least it's not on our side anymore. Alright, we'll just take out Terapagos. Alright, let's see. Well, the image he sent didn't fucking download, so I don't know. I don't know what grade it got. I'm gonna tell him to blame PSA. It got an 8. And then the other one got a 10. Saying blame PSA. I do not care. Alright. So they're taking the one prize. It's fine. Colress's Tenacity. That's not bad. We can go get our... We can do a couple of things. We can go get Artazon and a Prism energy. Ooh. We could, if we wanted to, use Mind Bend. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. We're gonna use Mind Bend. If they want to retreat out of it, they can do that. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't think I should have done that. Whatever. We'll Mind Bend. See what they want to do. My buddy's his Roy Moon SIR got a 10, so he's not upset. He sends in a bunch of cards for grading. I don't have the money for that shit. And also, I'm not sure if any GameStops around my parents' house do the grading thing. I'm not sure if they're big enough for that. Just use Flame Cannon. Dang it. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Move forward, Budew. So now if we could find Cornerstone mask, that'd be really nice. If we could find Cornerstone mask, that would be lovely. Okay, there we go. That. Do we have any energies in hand? Nope. Whatever. Let's get down another monkey. Nest for Cornerstone. Bravery Charm to Cornerstone. And Itchy Pollen. And then hope they don't Iono us, and we can Crispin next turn. They're already down 3 Ionos. I just want a Crispin, please. I would just like to Crispin. Because then the max they can do is 120, I believe, and that's if they can find themselves, or they could technically, I guess they could do 60 with Charcadet. It's if they can find a mist energy, or not a mist, Prism. Or Luminous, or whatever. Who are you going for? Just another Munkidori? No, Okidogi. Alright. Flame Cannon. Flip heads for me. Thank you. Alright. Let's see. So yeah, Crispin for sure. Think. Okay. So that was our last time that we can use Crispin, unfortunately. Let's do that. Call it good. Let him knock out my Okidogi, and then we'll start attacking with Cornerstone. I think we probably Iono. We've already used 2 prisms. So we prized an energy or 2, I think. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we prized a dark energy for sure. So I think we play 4 of those. Alright, they found their prism. There you go. Or legacy. Even better. And then, I guess if they have another prism for next turn, they could use arm press, potentially. But yeah, they're going to take 2 knockouts here, and then it's just going to be like, how much gust do they have? I've only used 1 boss so far. Alright, here comes the amp. So we know we have fighting type energies left. And maybe a prism or 2. There's my dog, or my parents' dog, barking in the background. She's just protecting the house, you know. Alright. Let's just really, really hope. Oh, man. Do we boss up Armarouge? Would that be worth it? Or boss up Squawkabilly? What's he at? 170. Dang it. Okay, that wouldn't matter. Let's Iono. Let's Iono. It's a tough decision, but I think it's worth it. Put them down to 2. Give me 4 new cards. And we got a Night Stretcher. Alright, cool. So we're going to be able to go get one of those dark energies back next turn. And now we're hopefully setting ourselves up. And we have a boss too. Hopefully setting ourselves up to maybe just boss up Squawk. I don't know. Maybe that's what I should have done in the first place. Let them hit into me with Iron Hands. And then I could have monkeyed onto Ho-Oh. And then taken it out. Yeah, that was probably the better move. Oh well. I really just wanted to limit the cards in their hand. Might have gotten ahead of myself a little bit. Okay. So they're definitely going to be able to get a couple more energies down on the board. But that's not the worst thing. Using Ho-Oh here to just heal your Pokemon would actually not be that bad of a move if they wanted to do it. Or they could just hit into me for 120. I don't hate either one. They just have 1 energy left? Dang, yeah. Alright. And they amped for 120. Okay. So we're about to take just so many energies off the board right now. So I like that. I like that. Yeah, I think we have to. We can also Night Stretcher for a dark energy. Attach it to my tanky Munkidori here. Adrenabrain, some off onto him. Alright, beautiful. 140. Only taking one prize card. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's worth it to just get the energies off the board. It's very, very worth it. Okay. Feeling pretty good here. So we got boss. If they want to try to stall us with like the single prize Charcadet or something. And then we can just take out Squawk or Ho-Oh or this other Armarouge. Wow, so none of their Pokemon can attack this Cornerstone though, now that they evolved him. What can they get off Artazon here? I feel like probably not much. Maybe nothing, yeah. Is that their turn? So we'll just take that Ho-Oh right off the board. Let's go! Let's go! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Start working on Latias, I guess? Just need one more knockout. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful. I was like, I think I did my math right. I'm glad I did my math right. Okay, and a research and an Artazon. So we're looking for that other boss that we Iono to the bottom of the deck. But I think we've looked through the deck since. Maybe we haven't. No, we have. That Iono was a minute ago. Okay. That's all they got. So if we can just get a Prism energy, we can end this thing, right? Yeah, okay, they conceded. That was a really, honestly, good game. That was fun. I really, really like Okidogi. This deck is awesome. Alright, after 2 nice, long games that we won, let's get into this third game, and maybe this will be the first video in a while where we only have to do 3 games. Usually I'm doing 4 or 5 games because some of them run super short, you know. Alright, Scizor, Goldengo, sweet. Ogerpon, you're up, buddy. Maybe. They do have Scizor. Scizor could be a bitch to us, so we're going first, but we did not get an energy. That is a bummer. Maybe we'll get one off the mulligan, off one of our 3 mulligans. Sorry, Jesus Christ. 3, thank you. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. So we can do that, and then Colress for the Prism, and then we're chilling. We're chilling. I don't want to Artazon give them the ability to get a basic down if they don't have it. Want them to earn it. They need to earn it. So yeah, we're sitting pretty as long as there's no Iono here. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're sitting very pretty. They can do their TM Evo bullshit if they want. I guess they don't even need to because they have Genesect. Yeah. Genesect kind of is their TM Evo. I guess they could also still do TM Evos. But anyways. I love playing a good basic deck where you don't need TM Evo, and you know, you gotta love that art on the Okidogi. Like, that is cool. I only had 1 of these, and I bought 3 more of them for this video, because just in the app, obviously. Because it's just such a cool freaking artwork. Like, that's dope. Okay. Cool. Okay. Alright. I have no need for such things. Let's grab a Town Store just to have it. Do we go get... No, let's hold off. Let's hold off. Well, let's hold off. Yeah. So I'm tempted, essentially. I'm torn between 2 plays. I'm going to not do it. But I was tempted to put Cornerstone down and then Town Store for an EXP share. So that if this guy gets knocked out this turn, we'll have somebody kind of ready to go. I should have done that. I should have done that. That was stupid of me. I didn't want to give them Town Store, but that was dumb. I should have just given them Town Store. Because then I could have Cornerstone and then gotten the energy off EXP share and then Crispin for the other two. Yeah, that was stupid. Trust your gut, people. I was thinking about doing it and I decided against it and I should have done it. Dang it. I'm playing it too safe. I forget that Goldango, like, no, they attack second turn now pretty consistently. It's hard not, well, maybe they're gonna Budew us again. That'd be sweet. That'd be awesome. Just allow me to fix my mistake. That'd be so cool. No way. Are we gonna get that lucky? Wow. They are not drawing the right cards right now. And we have everything good and holy in our hand. Okay. So we didn't get punished for that mistake. But it was absolutely a mistake. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. We'll drop that down. We'll Town Store it up. Give them access to it if they want it, but that's fine, I think. We're actually gonna go Bravery Charm because they gave us this extra time to just kind of chill. And then we're gonna be able to Crispin onto it, get it ready to go. Yeah, we have a Dark Energy in hand, so I feel fine doing that. Okie dokie. I didn't even mean to do it that time. It's such a bad joke, and I apologize again for that monstrosity. Okay. Anyways, now we're feeling much better. Now that we have Ogerpon down, and yeah, they're gonna get their Scyther down, but if we can get it before they can get us, then we're chilling. And if we only have 2 Pokemon on the board that have abilities, they're only hitting for like what, 110? Isn't it 10 plus 50 more for each Pokemon that your opponent has with an ability? So I think they'd only be hitting for 110. And I believe we one-hit KO a Scizor. I think. I forget what exactly. Oh wait, we can check. They mulligan. It is 140. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Moonlit Hill. That's kind of fun. It's an interesting inclusion for Goldango. So yeah, next turn. Wow. They're just gonna minor errand running. They are struggling so bad right now. This is I don't know if I've ever seen a Goldango struggle this bad. That's crazy. We could Iono, and that'd be so funny. We could Iono. But I think we're gonna pass. We might Iono next turn. Grab a Charm. Grab a Night Stretcher. I think that's the move for now. We don't want to get any more Pokemon down. We just want to make the ones we have here a little bit stronger. Make it a little harder to knock him out. Yeah, we don't need to knock the Moonlit Hill yet, so we're chilling there. And we are 3 prize cards down. They have not taken a single one yet. Yikes. There's another Munkidori. We're not going to put him down because of fear of Scyther. Excuse me. Yeah. Sorry. Had to sneeze. Do y'all... side tangent here. Do y'all ever look at the sun or like go from like dark to looking at something bright and then sneeze? Because that shit happens to me all the fucking time. I know there's something to that, you know, scientific or whatever that causes that, but like it's so weird. It's so weird. And they conceded. Okay, so I jinxed myself by saying that we had 2 nice long games and that we might be able to only play 3. Nope, we're gonna have to play 4, so, which, you know, I'm not upset about. Okidogi is a super fun deck, but I always like hitting that, like, hour mark, and in order to do that, let's get another game in. For game 4, we're going first. You'd love to see it, especially if we start with an Okidogi and an energy. Oh, okay. Or nothing, and a bunch of energies. 2 Mollies, wow. We don't have any evolution Pokemon, so it's like, yeah, we're not showing what we're playing, but we also got no energies. What the fuck, bro? Damn. Iron Hands. I mean, it's something, I guess. Not ideal. Not ideal start here. But simply because they started Iron Hands, we have a chance. Let's see if we can get up and going before they do. Is this Future Box? No way. This is Future Box. Wow. Okay. Don't see that too often nowadays. Don't see that too often. I love me some Future Box action, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's very good in the meta right now, to be honest. Oh, thank God. Thank you so much for the Iono there. Give me a Crispin. Crispin, but I didn't get another energy. Maybe we'll top deck it? Maybe? There's the Miraidon, but they already attached return. What are they doing? Or did they electric generator? No, they attached. Why would you do that? Whatever. Alright, top deck me a Prism, please. Okay. 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 We're gonna do this. I'm not gonna give them a Town Store. But I think we can use Artazon. Especially because I'm not knocking them out this turn. We'll just do that. And call that good. Then we'll be able to Crispin next turn for fighting in a dark and get that on Munkidori. Definitely a bummer that we had to start with just a dark energy instead of a fighting or a Prism, because then we'd be attacking right now, but it is what it is. I think it was worth it to throw the dark energy down just to make it safer, you know? Make up that damage just in case they had a way to attack on the first turn, because, you know, you never know what you're up against. Wow. That's a rough turn right there. That's a rough turn. Okay, we are running low on dark energies, though. You gotta be careful with those boys. So I'm tempted. Kind of tempted to try to make this a 2-2-2 game. But I guess we should probably just knock out this Miraidon too, right? It's not a bad move. Get another monkey down. Yeah. We'll just take him out. Take a prize card. Then we're one-hit KOing Iron Hands, so. Okay, and there are our other 2 stadiums. Shit. Might have to research them away next turn. Rather not, but I might have to. Get another Iron Hands, come on. Give me something else I can easily one-hit KO. Please. Iron Crown. Nope. But once they hit into me, I can easily one-hit KO Mew if I can just Munkidori onto it. So I'll hit for 160 here. No, not 160. Is that enough? 220 right now. Damn, so they just needed one more future booster, right? They're in for 220. Please tell me my math is correct. Let's go! My math was correct. Okay, well that one was also really, really short. Game 5? Fuck it. Game 5. Let's do it. Okay, well, I thought that this was going to be a little bit of a shorter, or at least maybe just like 3 games in the gameplay, but nope, we are on to game 5 now. We are going first. We'll push Budew. We'll push Budew. See what we're up against here. Could be a mistake, but whatever. We started Prism Energy, so I am happy. Prism Energy and Iono, not bad. That's not bad. We'll take that. It's Grimmsnarl. God damn it. I hate Grimmsnarl, man. I hate it so much. It's such an annoying deck to play against. It's not terrible to play with. It's kind of fun to play with it, but I do not like playing against it. Quite annoying. It's quite annoying. Unless I'm playing with like a grass type deck, then we're chilling. But we can still do the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon play, but it's a little bit harder against this deck, especially if they get a good start. It's like they almost always start with like Arven or Secret Box in hand. They're just gonna filch. Okay. Cool. So we can at least prevent the rare candy from coming down. Could also Prism onto him, right? That'll work. Yep. That'll work. You can do that and then just straight into Iono. Knock the spike move. Go get me. Wow, we were just getting all of our Prism energies. Go get me Munkidori. And let's just knock him out here. Okay. What you got? What you got, Marnie? Can we just get up and going so fast that they can't do anything about it? That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. The next turn we can Artazon for Okidogi, and then Crispin onto Monkey and Okidogi. Not a bad start here, actually. They failed to find on the Buddy Buddy? Are they just going to concede instantly? Dude, that's crazy. They're going to go get a Munkidori out. So they prize their other Impidimp. They might only be running 3. And Fez out. They're trying to survive this. I don't blame them. And I appreciate it because that'll make better content. But if I were him, I would have probably just conceded, to be honest. Alright, in comes Budew. Yep. In comes Itchy Pollen. Okay. Boss. Dang it. It's alright. Not the worst thing here. Come on, Artazon. Come on, buddy. There we go. That's a really good Artazon play. It's a really good Artazon play. What you gonna put up? There we go. Take out a Munkidori. I'm much happier with that. I think we just hold off on all of that. And Yeah, just Prism up the Munkidori. Get him ready to go. I think we hold off on the Colress and we hold off on the Crispin until next turn. I think it's much, much more valuable for us to take out that Munkidori than the Budew. So I'm cool with that. Because if we can, I'd love to be able to Munkidori damage off onto Budew. That's why I didn't use Adrenabrain last turn. Is because if they have a dark energy, they can just Adrenabrain that damage right back. But if we're doing it this way, then I can control the damage a little bit more. Ooh, perfect. Alright, that'll work. That'll work. And then if they Itchy Pollen, the Frostlass damage will give me enough ammo to take out that Budew. And then also take another knockout. Sweet. Let's go. I was like, I just need 10 more damage. Ooh, Budew, or Maractus. Cool, I'm fine with that. Once again, any way I can take 2 knockouts, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Then we can Artazon, probably still for an Okidogi. Probably still for an Okidogi. Maybe I should have Crispin last turn just to get an actual dark energy on the Munkidori. I don't know. Oh, okay, they're going to lock Munkidori in. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can Mind Bend. I can Mind Bend. Alright, we're still taking a knockout here. Wasn't expecting yay old Maractus to make an appearance, but that's fine. Still do what we need to do here. Bam, bam. We could well, nah, we'll do that. Boom. Go boom. Adrenabrain, kill their Budew. Bye bye, little guy. So we're at least taking a knockout still. At least taking a knockout. We'll take it. And another Munkidori. Nice. We're gonna have enough damage. Well, we might get Iono'd. Nah, we have Artazon in play. Fuck it. Let's win the Monkey War. Alright, and Mind Bend to you, bitch. So so if you want to try to whatever it's called, corner me again, you're gonna have to flip a coin, buddy. Gonna have to flip a damn coin. Alright, what do they got here? We're doing pretty good into Marnie's Grimmsnarl here. They're not having a good run of it either. They're getting pretty unlucky, but we're playing pretty well. We're playing pretty well. I've been very impressed. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been very impressed with Okidogi overall today, just in general. This is a super fun list. I really like the idea of making it kind of a stall list with the monkeys and the cornerstone and all that fun stuff. It just gives you so many options. Gives you so many answers. They're just going to end their turn not cornering me anymore. Wow. Okay. Okay. Cool. Get rid of that. Get him up there. Colress for Legacy and Town Store. Legacy there. Do we want to Arven for anything? Or Artazon, I mean. Artazon for anything? I don't... yeah, we'll get Shaymin down. We'll get Shaymin down. And then we'll Town Store. Go grab another Bravery Charm. Potentially toss that on Shaymin. Because he's pretty important. Or Okidogi. Both are nice. We'll do that. We'll do that. Then we can move some damage onto Frostlass, potentially? Maybe take him out next turn. If they don't get a Dark Energy down on their Munkidori. And then, well, yeah, we'll hit for 170, take the damage from Maractus, and then we're pretty damn close to taking this game here. One more single prize, or one more two prize knockout, and we're good. So if we just get a boss, I mean, that'd be game. Or if they can't get a Grimmsnarl out this turn, that would also be game. Because they can't put, if they put one of, I guess if they have a Dark Energy, that would be a different story. But still, we're feeling pretty good here. And they put more damage on my Okidogi that I can move around, so I think they may have just quit. I think they may have just quit. But yeah, that's Okidogi, man. You make your opponents quit. They're so upset that they're getting beat by Okidogi. Oki motherfucking Dogi. This guy with Prism energies is so good. Luminous energies were so annoying because you couldn't attach multiple, but you're good now. You're chilling. And it forced up Fez for them. Alright, cool. So now, once their turn ends, either it'll give us the automatic win, or we'll just take the win by knocking out Fezandipiti. So we're good with that either way. But anyways, back to Okidogi. This is such a cool freaking card. 280 HP on a single prize basic Pokemon that you can get going with 2 freaking attachments, and it hits for 170. So not bad. 170 plus the damage from that you can move off of it using Munkidoris. Okidogi is a nasty freaking deck. Like, this is a good single prize deck, and you really do have answers for so many decks in the meta because of this guy. Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, which is what I would use in this matchup if they got their Grimmsnarls down at all, is so freaking sick. And that is the Okidogi gameplay. We're done with it now. It only took us 5 games, and we're 5-0, and Okidogi is so nasty. And I hope y'all enjoyed this gameplay section, and we'll toss it back over to the other tie. And that was Okidogi. I had so much fun playing with this deck. Obviously, we got through 5 games, went 5-0. Like, I'm extremely impressed. I'm extremely impressed. Last time I played Okidogi, it was not this good. This deck feels significantly better for this meta than a couple months ago when I tried to play Okidogi. And that is really exciting to me. I love single prize decks, so I feel like the more single prize decks we have in the meta, the better the meta will be. If anybody's complaining about stall decks, dude, there are single prize decks that can both contend with the top decks in the meta and take down stall decks 100% of the time. Let me know what you guys think about Okidogi. Would you consider this for a Challenger or Cup, or are you not a big fan? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You can even hit that notification bell to be notified every time I post a video or I go live. I do stream every Tuesday and Friday. And if you really want to help out the channel, you can become a channel member for as little as $2 a month to support me and get videos early, as well as get special emotes in chat. If you join at a certain tier, you will also get a special Totodile Gang custom Pokemon card. Huge shout out to my current channel members, Wes Reacts, Plus Ultra G, Justin G, Chef Husky, and Dominices. Y'all are truly too kind, and I couldn't do this without y'all, so thank you. And if y'all are still here, thank you. I appreciate the hell out of y'all. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next time. Peace out.